Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Waswasa Birna Aulia with student ID 68. Here, I will present the result of my work on major empires. The first empire is the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was founded in 1281 in Anatolia or Asia Minor. Its founder was Osman bin Ertugrul. The empire initially controlled the region of Anatolia and parts of Thrace by 1354. By 1361, the Ottoman also gained control of the Dardanelles Strait and later conquered Constantinople in 1453. The name Ottoman itself is derived from the name of the first leader and empire founder, Osman, whose name became synonymous with the dynasty and the state. The glory and decline of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire experienced its peak glory from 1453 to 1699, during which it expanded its territory, strengthened its military, and flourished culturally and economically. Indeed, the Ottoman Empire began its long period of decline from 1700 to 1922, following its peak in the 16th and 17th centuries. Here is summary of the Ottoman Empire's decline during the period its military defeats and loss of territory, economic decline and internal problem, the rise of nationalism and rebellions, and world war. Next, who is Mustafa Kemal? Mustafa Kemal was the founder and first president of the Republic of Turkey. Mustafa Kemal Atlantic's emergence was the result of his military powers, his leadership during a time of national crisis, and his commitment to the modernization of Turkey. His role in leading the Turkish War of Independence and founding the Republic of, Turkey mark him as one of the most important figures in Turkey history. The second empire is Safavid Empire of Persia. Before become a great empire, the Safavid dynasty initially began a Sufi order founded by Safi al-Din in 1252 until 1334 in Ardabil, Azerbaijan. This order was called the Safaviya, derived from the name of its founder. The name persisted even as the order evolved into a political movement, eventually leading to the establishment of a powerful empire. The Safaviya order started as a religious and spiritual community. Over time, it grew in influence and attracted followers, which eventually allowed it to shift from a purely spiritual movement to a more politically oriented force. The information began under the leadership of Shah Ismail, who leveraged the order influence and military strength to create the Safavid Empire in early 16th century. Thus, the Safavid movement, which initially focused on spiritual and religious teachings, became the foundation for one of the most significant empires in Persian history. The glory and decline of Safavid Empire. The Safavid Empire reached its peak during the the reign of Shah Abbas in 1588 until 1629. One of the most renowned rules in Persian history, the glory of the Safavid period can be attributed to several key factors. First, territorial expansion. Second, cultural renaissance. Third, religious identity. And the last, economic prosperity. Despite the initial successes, the Safavid Empire began to decline in the early 18th century due to several internal and external factors, like weak successor, internal strife, economic decline, foreign invasion, and rise of Nader Shah. The third empire is Mughal dynasty in India. The Mughal dynasty was one of the most powerful and enduring empires in Indian history, ru- ruling large part of the Indian subcontinent from the early 16th century until the mid 19th century. The empire was known its cultural, architectural, and economic achievement and played a pivotal role in shaping modern South Asia. The Mughal dynasty traced its origins to Babur, the founder of the empire. Babur was born in 1483 in Fergana, modern-day Uzbekistan, and was this and was a descendant of two of the greatest conquerors in history, Timur on his father's side and Genghis Khan on his mother's side. His ancestral lineage gave him strong claim to power. Babur, but Babur initially struggled to establish his rule in Central Asia, losing his ancestral lands in Fergana. In 1526, after years of struggle, Babur turned his attention to India, where the Delhi Sultanate was in this line. Babur defeated the Sultan of Delhi, Ibrahim Lodi, in the First Battle of Panipat in 1526. This victory marked the beginning of the Mughal Empire in India. Next, glory and decline era of the Mughal dynasty in India. The Mughal dynasty was one of the greatest empire in India, with its peak of glory occurring in the 16th and 17th centuries. The rise and decline of this dynasty can be understood in two main phases in the era of property and the period of decline. The Golden Age, the Mughal dynasty lasted from the early region of Akbar, starting in the starting in 1506 until the reign of Aurangzeb, which ended in 1707. Several factors contributed to the success of this era, like expensive power, the brilliant rule of Akbar, advancement in art and culture, and a thriving economy. Era of this line of the Mughal dynasty uh, began after the reign of Aurangzeb and continue into the 18th century. Several factors con- contribute to the downfall of the dynasty, like Aurangzeb controversial police, conflict with the Maratha empires, and European intervention. This is the conclusion. The story of Osman Turkish Empire is a long story about the rise and fall of a kingdom that once controlled a large area. The collapse of this kingdom paved the way for the emergence of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Although Mustafa Kemal is a product of the Ottoman Empire, he ultimately led a devastating revolution. The kingdom, the Safavid dynasty, and the Khomeini were linked by the Said system and the desire to building an Islamic system. The Mughal dynasty left a deep cultural and political legacy in India. That's enough my presentation. Hope you like it. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.